Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to AOA Wrestling. I am your host James Ayrton, and tonight is the go home show towards AOA Schism, and we'll sign off tonight in, well, what many would think and believe would be a one-sided match. Introducing first the Louisianimal, Killian Red, who since walking away and, well, leaving what used to be his partner Chris Proudfoot in the middle of the ring, he's been on a tear of his own. It's just a case now to see who here in AOA would be able to stop the Louisianimal. And if I'm being honest, in my personal and professional opinion, I don't think the man that the Louisianimal has here tonight is the person to do it. Speaking of his opponent, introducing next. None other than Leon Sogner, who hasn't really been able to pick up traction here in AOA, and from being honest, the odds on that happening tonight aren't entirely high either. However, he's still making his way down to the ring, probably hoping for his fortunes to change. I just don't feel like it would happen here against the Louisianimal. And that's not to knock Leon Sogner in any way, shape or form. It's just probably the sad reality of how this matchup will go tonight. And here it goes, Killian Red, Leon Sogner, opening up the action tonight, and may God help Leon Sogner as Killian Red approaches, but smartly. Nice quick net breaker there by Leon Sogner. Now just rubbing the forearms across the face of Killian Red. This is I'm not sure what Killian Red has in mind here, allowing Leon to get the early offense, maybe to see what the kid has before destroying him, who knows. Whip off the ropes there from Leon, and didn't know what he had planned, but it didn't work. Nice float over DDT, spiking Killian on his head. Now just picking up Killian, what's he got in mind? Now up to one knee, and is paying for that decision. Killian probably having enough of Leon being in control with that big bicycle kick and a trapeze hold, just making the right arm go numb of Leon Sogner. Leon now just at his mercy as he picks him up, gut wrench, and just tossing him. It's powerbomb style like toss, only not really. Speaking of powerbombs, just hoisting him up and sit out. And you could feel that the beginning of the end is coming for Leon Sognair. It's only been a short while into this match. Can't tell you exactly. Big takedown by Killian Red. Only getting the 1 count though, surprising. And just picking him up with 1 arm and powerbombing Leon Sognair after the roll through. It's pretty much a matter of time really. It's when Killian gets bored of Leon Sognair, although Leon firing back with a suplex. Now just raking at the facial features of Killian Red. Leon's going to have to be careful to not anger the big man. The big man now sliding in. Whip over the ropes. And a just big spear to the outside. And Killian just standing, was watching essentially his prey and throwing him across into the ring, kick to the back, and stomping away at the young man. Leon probably making a big mistake taking this match, or at least coming down to it. But it got admire the guts to go in there and face the Louisiana and fighting back, European uppercut, only to be shut down with a fireman carry takedown. And just rolling him out and looking for that 1-arm powerbomb again, just off to the side of the table here, as the 2 judges also watch on. Throws him into the ring. Now what's Killian Red got in mind here? Just going for a pin, probably looking to end it early, but only getting a 1 count on Leon. Give credit where credit's due. Leon still wanting to put up a fight. Probably not the smartest move he's got against the Louisiana, but brave nonetheless. He's up in the fireman's carry position and just drops across the top in the snake eyes. This is slowly. Oh, he's caught the kick and throwing the legs out underneath of Killian Red. Now Leon, the one in control, probably surprising to everyone, and just stomping the face in, pick him up, front face lock. What's he got in mind? A straight jacket neck breaker, sit out variation. That cannot feel good on Killian Red. And now looking for cross faces across the face. Funnily enough, a Killian Red. What's Leon got in mind here? Arm rear takedown there by Killian. Probably sick of playing the game. Let's go to the pin. 2. Unsurprisingly not putting away Leon there, but a headbutt straight to the back of the head. And now pulling him in. Just powerbomb after powerbomb after powerbomb to Leon Sognair. And I don't think this is going to end the way Leon wanted it to, as he gets caught with that gut wrench throw. And now the finishing touches from Louisiana, and that has got to be all she wrote for Leon Sognair. And Killian mercifully ends the match. You put up a valiant effort tonight, Leon, but unfortunately it was always going to be a tall order against Killian Red. And despite the early offense, probably allowed by Killian, there was not a lot really for Leon to go off of. Just a few pieces of hope for the young man here and there, but in the end, one trip to powerbomb Metropolis was enough for Killian to secure the inevitable victory here tonight. And oh my god, Killian Red's not done. We haven't had the official decision, but another powerbomb there to Leon. I don't know what on earth this is trying to prove by Killian Red as it goes again. Clearly the young man's had enough, but Killian just unrelenting and hits a third. And is probably signaling for the one last final powerbomb. And the referee's got to stop him now. But there you have it. Even after the brutal beating, your winner, Killian Red. Now, after that uncomfortable display, we'll move on to our next contest, which will determine the number one contenders to the Tag Team Championships. Introducing first, Drake, Luke, the Texas Hitmen, who impressively, on their debuts, knocked off the first ever AOA Tag Team Champions, the Commonwealth, in impressive fashion. It's just a case of now we're going to be able to defeat the other Australian team here in AOA in their opponents here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see how they fare against a completely different opposition. Speaking of which, introducing next, the team of Jack Wyatt, Nick Hemmerling, the Aussie Brawlers, who could arguably be the favourites in this match. Both these two, so far in their time here in AOA, been on a bit of a tear through the teams and probably looking to follow that up with a shot at the AOA Tag Team Championships. The only thing is they've got to go through the Texas Hitmen to achieve that goal. However, these guys are probably the favourites, despite the lack of experience outside of AOA. But anyway, here we go. Luke starting for the Hitmen. Wyatt starting for the Brawlers. This matchup is underway and Luke already snapped DDT, nearly planted in Wyatt on the top of his head, but got him planted dead in the forehead, which is probably worse. Wyatt though fighting back after a quick exchange of strikes and a back suplex there from Wyatt. Club to the back there. Luke standing to his feet, whipping Wyatt hard into his corner, and a snap suplex again, planting him directly on the forehead. Luke straight to the head, now probably smartly pulling him in to his corner, although Wyatt sensing it and fighting out. got to get control of Luke somehow, and does. Probably looking to bring him to his corner, or at least, well, smartly brings him over to the corner and snapmares him over. And now just raining elbows, well, 3 elbows to be exact, to the collar of Luke, and probably, going to the second. Interesting choice, and dropping an elbow / forearm across the head. Hammering, trying to get the crowd into it. And the crowd sounding a bit mixed here, but the Hitman firing back and hoisting him up. What's he got in mind here? Oh! Jumping tombstone pile driver. If the neck wasn't the obvious target by Luke on Jack Wyatt, it definitely is now, but eats a clothesline in the corner, and Drake smartly bulldozing, quite literally, Jack Wyatt, and still wasn't enough to stop Hemmerling from getting the tag, and Hemmerling just eats a hip toss from the big man and just getting punched square in the face. Drake now picking up Hemmerling. What's he got in mind here? Big Uranagi. Probably looking to finish the job here. Pulling him in. And it looks like a big crucifix sit out powerbomb. That could be it. And it is. Your winners, ladies and gentlemen. Luke, Drake, the Texas Hitman, and I'm actually speechless. That was not the result I was expecting. But nonetheless, Dishonored, I think you've been put on notice. And now moving on to our next match. Was probably the biggest, well, is the biggest what if scenario right now in AOA. After the result of the #1 contendership tournament for the AOA Commonwealth Championship. Introducing first Ryan Riley, who many feel had a great showing in the tournament, despite going down to Mark Williams in the final. But impressed Jay Hoxton enough to grant in this match here tonight. It'll be interesting to see how he goes against the champion, even though it is not for the championship. This will probably be, or could questionably and very easily be, the match of the night here, so I am expecting big things here from Ryan Riley. And we'll see how he fares. But speaking of the champion, introducing next. Is the AOA Commonwealth Champion, Zach Smith, who proudly showcasing that belt and making it a fact that he now holds it after defeating Hunter Quinn for it. And ever since holding that belt, he's been very quiet, surprisingly enough. But is very proud of his handiwork to get it. It'll be interesting to see how he fares against someone who, quite arguably, a top contender for the belt. Ryan Riley, Zach Smith, both very casual about this match, heading into it. Riley with a nice single leg takedown, and I don't know what he's got in here. It's tied Zach Smith up in a Windsor knot and just booted him in the butt. Bit disrespectful there to the champion already by Ryan Riley. And Riley just stomping away at the champ, holding on to him. He's got him in this interesting submission hold. Very interesting. Looks like something that comes out of Mexican technico style. And a couple of strikes there by Ryan Riley to the champ, and very interestingly enough, as I say that, Zach Smith taking control, but Ryan Riley being on top of the champion early. Club to the back, and an STO by Zach Smith, and again another kick to the back. Zach Smith taking firm control over Ryan Riley. A nice back suplex there. Picking him up now. Whip off the ropes. And a bicycle kick from Ryan Riley. Just cranking on the neck now before releasing it. Zach Smith, the new attitude since turning his back on the fans, has been very successful so far, and it shows as commentators curse. I swear to God, every time I say someone is in control, the roles reverse and the other person's in charge. As Zach Smith takes it back, a nice snap suplex there to Ryan Riley. Hoisting him up now, hooking him in, and just suplex DDT. And I think Riley feeling the effects very quickly from that, probably checked his nose to see if there was any blood, but so far there isn't any. Now Zach looking for a 10 punch, just rubbing it into the face, and gets all 10. Now what's he got in mind here? Going up top is Zach Smith. Big guillotine leg drop. Is that going to be it? One. Only getting a 1 count to Zach Smith, but continuing to crank on the neck, probably trying to soften it up for the Smith driver later. Ryan Riley whip off the ropes, went for a kick, but sit out hip toss by Zach Smith. And now just stomp puller to the leg. Picking up Zach Smith. Zach Smith picking up Ryan Riley. And a straight elbow to the back of the head. Hoisting her up, potentially, no, just shotgun onto the top of the ropes, just hanging him up to dry. Thought he would be going for Smith driver there, but chose not to, and probably looking to use some moves that won him the Commonwealth Championship and the ultimate disrespect to Ryan Riley. Stomp on the leg. It's chosen not to go for the pin off of it. probably, here he is. Smith driver, and it's busted Riley wide open. Here we go. Go to the pin. 1, 2, 3. Your winner, Zach Smith. And pulling out all the stops was both men. Riley very early on hitting some innovative and unique offense that we'd never see, but in the end Smith, guillotine leg drop, the Bronco Buster, and a Smith driver was all it took to keep Ryan Riley down, and even spilling Riley's own blood after the driver. So your winner, ladies and gentlemen, the AOA Commonwealth Champion, Zach Smith. I hope he's happy with himself. Hope he thinks he's a proud champion for the way he's been acting recently. And oh my god! Killian Red! What is some... He's attacking Perry Valentine in the locker room. The referee standing there idly trying to convince Killian to stop as he powerbombs Perry not only just into the crashing but had it standing on the hardest parts of it. That's the least comfortable way, and just throwing him out of the locker room. What is Killian Red got in mind here? Throwing him towards the gorilla position and picking up the shelving and just and that's not light shelving, that's pretty dense pair of shelves, and Perry just being obliterated and thrown into gorilla position. Looks to me like Zach Smith had come through the curtain and moved out of the way, and oh no, what's Killian Red got in mind here? No, don't do it. Oh! Powerbomb through the table. What is the meaning of this from Killian Red? And now again we move on after another heinous assault from Killian Red onto our next match. Cannot believe the actions of that man, to be honest, but anyway, here, ladies and gentlemen, we have none other than the natural born thriller, Siler Jordan. Siler coming out here for a bit of a warm-up towards this match at Schism. It's Jason Spade, who, since losing the AOA World Championship, hasn't had the best of fortunes. And I believe the natural born thriller will be looking to exploit them at Schism, but for now he's going to have to face the latest man to have defeat Jason Spade. Speaking of which, that man to come down to the ring right now. And it's none other than Tay Terra. who had an impressive debut against Jason Spade, hasn't been able to be on AOA since that victory, but finds himself in another huge matchup against the Natural Born Thriller in what will probably be a show-stealing match. And I know I said that about the last one that we just had, but this one I have a feeling could be a definite match of the contender for this week. Be interesting to see how Taylor goes against a more, well, not so much a more, but another talented competitor here on the AOA roster. Anyway, Siler Jordan, Tay Terra. The matchup is now underway. And Jordan instantly with that rolling reverse DDT. That was some innovative offense from Siler Jordan, but eats a drop kick to start this match off, and Tay Terra clearly not happy about the move being hit on him and just eating cross faces. Siler Jordan now whip off the ropes and just a bicycle knee taking down Tay Terra. Now what's Jordan got in mind here? Oh, nice kneeling flatliner. Just taking the young man to school here. Siler Jordan, arguably the fastest rising rookies here in AOA, but eats a GTS and a running knee strike, and Tay Terra thinks that could be it to put not even the one count on the Natural Born Thriller. Siler Jordan went for a kick and got caught, and now looking to be eating a Stray Jacket DDT. Now what has Siler got in mind? Eating a ripcord knee. I believe he calls that the Destiny. And looking to drop a knee from the top. And now Tay Terra with the leg drop across the stomach. Potentially some groin area, but I don't think it connected. And what's he got in mind? Air raid crash neck breaker. And a headbutt to the back of the head. Tay Terra giving the fight to Siler Jordan. Cannonball sent on there. And I'm looking for a camel clutch. Looks to me he has Siler in a very bad predicament, but Siler smartly getting out and pulling the legs out from underneath Tay Terra. Now what's he got in mind? Eats a DDT in the corner, and Tay just cranking his neck to get rid of any niggles he's had to that area in this match. He's taken a lot of high offense, went for the super kick and missing. Eats the lights out from Siler Jordan, but Siler allowing Tay to get up as he markets himself to the fans. Nice rolling DDT there from the Gorilla's press from Siler Jordan. Living up to his nickname, the Natural Born Thriller. And a big pop-up. Lights out there from Silo Jordan. And I echo the sentiment of the crowd. This is awesome. But 1, 2, Silo Jordan not able to get the victory after the pop-up. Lights out. And now looking for Terra to get up and hitting a flying forearm. Stomp to the arm. And now looking for that head trap. Driver straight into the ground, just face first from Silo Jordan. Look for another lights out, but Terra smartly getting out the way, but eats a DDT. Now Jordan going for the pin. 1, 2, and we're getting a 2 count. The action sort of slowing down now. Probably both men trying to regain some breath, but Terra trying to start the fast pace back up. Has control. Back slide driver from Terra. And a big super kick from Terra. Is that going to be it for Silo Jordan? Goes for the pin. 1. Only getting a 1 count on the natural born Thriller. And now Terra looking for something terrible. What's he got in mind? Hoisting him up, just trying to... Oh god, we saw this when he beat Jason. Speed! Just compacting Silo Jordan, and Silo able to kick out, but god damn, what damage could be done to him. And now just a gator roll from Terra, just disorientating and working more damage on the head and neck. This is a smart, methodical plan from Terra. And goes for the cannibal senton 1 too many times and pays for it. Silo Jordan though coming back up. Eats an arm drag. Firing back though on Terra. And a lights out from Silo Jordan. Stomp to the arm. Now looking for a Rings of Saturn and just wrenching it in. Can we see Terra give up? He's struggling. It's hard to tell, but no, Terra fighting out of the Rings of Saturn. It's not the gates of Filmora that we usually see Silo Jordan go for, and it might come back to haunt him as his shotgun dropped over the top rope. Goes for the pin to Terra, looking to end it early. Only 2, but the breathing for Silo Jordan is probably going to be a lot more difficult now. It's Terra kick to the back. This is impressive showing from Tay, withstanding the offense of Silo Jordan. And Silo Jordan, well, we always expected high quality matches from him, and catches Terra off the springboard with the lights out. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 3. And Jesus Christ, the matchup is finally over. There was only so much awesomeness that could have been contained in such match. I'm stumbling over words because of how good this matchup was. Unbelievable action, pop-up lights out, normal, off of springboards, super kicks. There was at one point that, here it is now, Silo compacted, head and neck first, and Jason Spade wasted no time attacking Silo Jordan after that hellacious match. And what Spade got in my head, snap suplex. And now just mocking Silo Jordan. And just double stomp to the stomach. Jason Spade just sending a message as he hits another double stomp to Siler Jordan. This is just ugly offense from Jason Spade, now looking for the ace of spades. Just sending a clear message to Siler Jordan ahead of their matchup at Schism. This is disgraceful behaviour from Jason Spade. And now we move on to our main event. It is a tag match containing the participants of arguably the two biggest matches we have on the Schism card. Introducing first the team of Adrian Bowen and the AOA World Heavyweight Champion Marcus Page. None other than Black Excellence, who for one night only reunited to face their opponents at Schism. And it's good to see them back together for one night only, but it'll be interesting to see if the reunion will be able to knock off their opponents here tonight. Speaking of their opponents, introducing one half of the team that they'll be facing here tonight. It is none other than the man facing Adrian Bowen at AOA Schism. Havok. Who is looking to cause a bit of havoc here tonight against Adrian Bowen, and will probably help his partner cause it on Marcus Page as well, leading into their match at Schism. It will be interesting to see how they go against a bit more of an established alliance in Black Excellence, and whether it will, or will that not even matter in the eyes of Havok and his tag team partner, who is making his way down to the ring right now. The number one contender to the AOA World Championship, Crimson. A man who has had very heated exchanges with Marcus Page ever since the early days of AOA, and now is the first opportunity, I believe, that they have properly had to face each other in the ring. And they will also have another opportunity, and this time the stakes higher at AOA Schism. Not only just the belt, but rumours circulating around that, depending on the result, one of these men may leave AOA. Bowen to start for his team, Havok to start for the opposition, and here we go, and a pop-up Meteora right off the bat from Havok. Just trying to take control very much instantly, but Bowen with a swinging neckbreaker, not allowing that to happen as of yet. Bowen raining in some strikes as Havok, nice amateur style takedown with huge elevation, just club to the back there from Bowen. Bowen pulling in the front face up, taking control, probably looking to see some early Black Excellence double team action, are we? No, Bowen sitting him up top, Marcus Page being I suggest, gentlemen, letting Bowen do his thing! Superplex to Havok. And now what's Bowen got in mind here? Probably looking for a springboard. Hits it, diving knee across the head. What does Bowen have in mind? Now whipping him over the corner. Now yes we do. Some double team Black Excellence action. Nice Japanese style arm drag there by Page and Bowen. And Page just circling Havok, going up to the second and dropping the forearm. I think he got him more with the knee instead. Nice dragon screw there by Havok, and now tagging Crimson. Here we go. These two bad blood, and a German suplex right off the bat from Crimson. Crimson wasting very little time making his mark on the champ. And a lion salt there by Crimson. And a flatliner kneeling down. Crimson just taking control of Marcus Page. And if this is what it's going to be like at Schism, it is not going to spell well for the champion. Crimson taking control, snapmares him over into his corner, where Havok laying in wait, pulling him up now, a reverse DDT and a club to the stomach. Bowen desperate for that tag, and Crimson just smartly stalking and not letting Page have it, forcing him back into their corner. This is smart tag team wrestling from Crimson. Crimson now being dragged over to the corner of Black Excellence. Not exactly what he had planned. Was very easily taken over and eats a clothesline. And Bowen desperate for the tag and could get it now. Crimson in a bit of bother, but no, Crimson back to his feet, and Bowen unable to get the tag from his close by partner. That was a nice takedown there by Page, who exits the ring instead of tagging in Bowen. And Bowen, I think, accidentally striking his partner, and it is all chaos down in the corner of Black Excellence. This is not going well, especially if your name is Crimson at the moment. Forearm smash. Marcus now working on the arm of Crimson, just stomping away on it on the outside. That forearm being more instrumental to powerbomb to the back of the neck. I was just saying that forearm from Bowen being very instrumental, and now blocking the way from Crimson from being falling back in as he hits the barricade. Crimson now just in deep peril on the outside, which is not somewhere he wants to be at this moment. although trying to reverse the tide and get Marcus Page back into the ring. Although he's hooked him up. No, not this. Ooh! Further break into the concrete, and Bowen, realizing what is happening on the outside near his feet, trying to rectify this, dropping Crimson on the back of his head. This is not going well for either Marcus or Crimson. Crimson though throw Marcus back in after coming back to the outside, and gets them level with a reverse DDT plus elbow drop combination. Bowen, shot to the back, maybe, well, I'm hoping taking Crimson back into the ring. Apparently not, as Crimson fights back out, sorry. Marcus whipping in Crimson, and forearm to the face and a boot as well to match, but this has opened the door for Havok to be tagged in, and Crimson smartly getting out of the way, and a nice kitchen sink there, big bicycle kick as well, and a super kick from Havok, and a shotgun drop kick. All of the strikes from anything from the waist down by Havok. Bump to the back now. Has that arm trapped, looking for maybe a tequila sunrise submission hold, and he's got it locked in pretty good. That does not look like a comfy position there for Marcus Page. Page now being released from the hold by Havok, thinking he's done the damage, and just should, whoa, a bit of disrespect there to the champion, and looking for that lethal virus forearm smash, but is instead gonna eat a DDT from Marcus Page. Page now taking the control back for Black Excellence. Now pulling out a double team strike to the stomach and punch to the head. Goes again, 1, 2. Ooh. Havok, I think, kicking out, or maybe the referee got hit by the feet of Crimson as Page floors him. And a diving elbow there, sent on, I believe, from Bowen. Bowen now flooring Havok. That's Bowen got a mount here, shot to the stomach, and a big bicycle kick. Probably setting up to end the match against his opponent, the Schism, here tonight. And ooh, chicken wing gut buster there. Now picking up Bowen. What's he got in mind? Kick to the stomach. Looking for a flurry drop kick. Another one. And a spinning net breaker. Yeah, from Havok, but Bowen tagging in Page. And a clothesline from Page, flooring Havok, and a diving one. And another. And Crimson now finally on the apron. Page going up to second. Crimson smartly preventing the attack from happening on Havok. At least for now anyway, and not from the second. What's Page got in mind here? Wrapping it. Ooh! A leg breaker, a modified version from the ground. Looking to pull the hip out. And what is Page doing? A big running knee. Similar to the lawbreaker of Jason Spade, and now he busts open Havok with the bottom of his boots. Shot to his stomach. Hoisting him up, does Havok, trying to make a comeback, and eats a back suplex from the champ. And Crimson getting the tag, and now flooring the champ. Kick up. running knee. Page sending him into the Black Excellence corner. Gets the tag. What do they have about? Nice neck snap there. Kick to the back from Marcus Page. Crimson in the bone jawbreaker. Finds carry. And now just a flurry of strikes there by Bowen, and gets the clothesline. Wasn't entirely his best, but considering how hard these men have been fighting throughout this match, I'm not surprised that that was all he could muster. Like, shot to the stomach, throwing up the dupes and punch square to the head. Could be out for Crimson. Page, 1, 2. Ooh, Havok just slided in time, but it wasn't enough. Page looking, end of Page. That could be it. He's hitting on Crimson. 1, 2. Ooh, Havok just saving the matchup for his team. Still wanting that momentum. Crimson now into the corner, boot there to reverse it, and an X-Plex from Crimson, and stops Marcus from getting the tag to Bowen, and a lion salt by Crimson. Crimson pulling out all the stops to make sure he has the momentum heading into Schism. What's he got in mind here? Electric chair. Driver! And that could be it, but Page gets the tag very quickly to Bowen, and a bicycle kick. Oh, this with the diving clothesline, and Crimson now in control. Oh! Short arm knee to the face, and now hooking up the clover leaf, and he's got it locked in. He's got it sits in deep. Will Bowen tap out? No, Bowen fighting out. Thought that could have been it, considering what both men have endured. Well, all these men have endured. Bowen going to the second with a second rope senton, and now just stomping on the arm. What's Bowen got in mind? DDT, and Crimson, just like his partner, sporting some blood on his face. And now Indian Deathlock by the looks of things from Adrian Bowen. And it's not enough to get to the submission, so he releases, which is interesting. He might have got it if he held it on longer. Arm drag there by Crimson to try and regain control. Block punch, fired one back with Bowen, and now hooking him in for the... Ooh, Crimson fighting out with what potentially was going to be the Ricola bomb, and a forearm smash, and a bitter end for Bowen. Is that going to be it? 1, 2, 4. Page is saving the match, and he eats a backbreaker from Havok for just desserts. But Crimson not finished there, looking for a second bitter end. Goes to the pin. 1, 2, 3. Crimson and Havok have won. By God, these two men have the momentum now, heading into Schism. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I am your host, James Ayrton. Thank you so much for watching AOA this week, and we'll see you all
next time.